Hi, I'm Danielle with Ribbon Storage and welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to be making one of the cards from my Crimson and Lace card kit. Let's get started. For this card, we're just using one piece that's already embossed of our Nina brand. This is a gray fiber cardstock. And I've already embossed it for you in the kit. You know, if you're doing this on your own, sometimes doing that embossing just helps add one more layer of texture to the cards, which is what these are all about. It gives it that beautiful layered look. So this one's just kind of an easy one to play around with, kind of lay it out before you do it. I like to mess around with these. You don't have to do it exactly how I have it. You know, if you want to be creative and lay them out the way you want, go for it. So I've laid those first two down and I'm just going to, I didn't push them down too tight because what we're going to do is pick them up and I want to have that diagonal cut to it. So probably would have been easier if I did this before I taped it down, but this works too. Pull that up a little bit. And I want to do the same angle. So just kind of work off that angle from the lower one and do the same angle. There we go. And I've got a little bit of tape there, but because I'm using a removable double-sided tape, I can literally just rub it and it comes right off. Next, I'm going to use this. This is a silver crimped edge. You can kind of see it literally looks like, remember when you used to crimp your hair with a crimping iron? That's exactly the look this has. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this one down. And before I tape this one, I'm going to cut that same diagonal. Just lay my scissors the same diagonal as the crimson below it. And then put your double-sided tape on the back of this. And because it's about the same width as my 1/4 inch, you're just going to have to be really careful and do it slow so that it's perfect on there. And then lay that however you want. I like to give a little bit of a border for that crimson around and it'll just stick right to it. Then we'll do the iridescent heart over top. Now the reason I started doing ribbon cards is because I used to spend hours using my Cricut machine, and don't get me wrong, because I still use that machine. I absolutely love it. But I'd spend hours doing cards, like cutting these beautiful patterns or whatever out on my Cricut machine. And then I wouldn't send them because I'd think, I'm going to send this to somebody and they'll probably just throw it away because they won't appreciate all the time I took putting it together. And so I noticed I'd have these boxes and boxes full of all these beautiful cards that I would craft just to kind of, you know, use my creative. I loved crafting and making cards that I could share, but then I realized I wasn't sharing them. So I started doing these ribbon cards because it still gives me that creative outlet, but they go together so much faster. And if you use different ribbons, I mean, it depends on the ribbon, on the mood it gives the card or the sentiment that the card has. And it really just spotlights the beautiful ribbon that you're using. So that's why if you're not into being creative and coming up with your own, guess what? You can buy my card kits and do them just the same. Or if you have your own stockpile of ribbon, just pull some out and start making some cards with them. And this one, because it's crimped, you don't want to lay it too flat because you don't want to lose that beautiful crimped texture. But I didn't go long enough, so I'm just going to add a little bit more tape on there. And then I'm going to put some tape right over here over the top, very carefully and lightly, because this is going to give me something to stick my sequins to. Oh, now I'm sticky. There we go. Okay, and you want to make sure you're laying the sequins down. The side that has the thick thread is the back side. So that's the side that you want laying against the card. And then I'm just going to carefully center that. Right there. And if you want, you can clip those strings. Then we'll pick that up. And I'm just going to put some double-sided tape all around my edges and fold that over. And then I'm going to put some more just to hold that ribbon in place. And on the back, we don't have to worry about it being straight. We're literally just putting the tape over it to hold it in place and to help it stick to our card base, which is next. Just center that right on there. And there you go. There it is, all done. Look at all those fun little ribbons, and it adds that extra layer with that embossed paper right underneath there. That's all there is to it. If you're already a loyal ribbon storage customer and you purchased my ribbon spools before, look in your Etsy messages and you'll get a 30% off code that's good on any of my card kits. Thanks so much for joining me.